guys, welcome to Trending, brought to you by Airtel. My name is Nancy Isime. I'm your host as always. As you know, I have my guests waiting to talk to you, but please allow me to go on this short break. And when I come back, the show begins. I'll be right back. Hi guys, welcome back to Trending, brought to you by Airtel. Today on my hot seat, I have none other but the amazing Ruggedy Baba. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
How's it going?
I'm good. Thank God for everything.
Okay, well.
And as usual, you look stunning.
Thank you. You know, you always have to add that to just, give me some kind of, props.
Accolade? I thought you were going to say accolade.
Accolades is fine. Yeah. But thank you for coming on the show today.
Problem.
It's good to see you. Please tell me, what are you wearing and what is the inspiration behind it in our style of pick segment?
As usual, if you know RUGGEDMAN, I like to keep it simple. I'm always a casual person. Even my clothing line, 20 September, is an urban casual wear. So, snapback, 8 figures by TSW. Right. Is it your shirt? Shirt by TSW. Okay. Then the pants is one of that designer like this.
Right.
I'm not advertising.
You're not going to advertise. Petty much. Well, today we'll be talking about the topic, Nigerian artists and their outcry for social justice, especially the SARS issue. Now, we know that you call yourself the unofficial customer care service guy for Nigerian police. But before we talk about that, please tell us, how can you describe the growth of the music industry, from your time and now, this generation? It's still your time, definitely, but I'm talking about, from when you started off and kicked off.
How it is now?
And now, yeah.
No, it's great. The growth has been, immense. Right. Especially, it's as if the younger ones, they took it farther from where we left off, kind of thing. Now, back then, to do a song with an international act, it was kind of like, some major thing. But now it's almost been done by almost everybody now.
Right.
So then audio-wise, production, wonderful. Videos, definitely, we stepped up a whole lot. Okay. And the mileage Nigerian entertainment is going, music especially, is super.
Okay, now let's talk about the SARS issue, which is of course the topic of the day. Recently, there's been a lot of talks about the SARS guys and what they're doing to people, especially just randomly picking up people on the road, randomly just stopping people, arresting people, putting them in their vans, in their trucks. And you're one of those people who have actually tried to stick up for the people and, of course, speak against it. I do my best. Okay. Yeah, so tell us, how has it been on your end and what actually inspired you to do this?
It's been, how would I put it? It's been heartbreaking. Let me not lie to you. It's been heartbreaking because when you suddenly come to the realization that people you're supposed to run to for protection are the people you now need protection from. Right. You understand? It's heartbreaking, and then it's also sad that nothing is being done about it by the powers that be. Because everybody seems to be quiet about it. Right. No governor, no local government chairman, no president or vice president, commissioner, or anybody has actually said anything about the SARS issue. So that's actually sad and it's frightening.
Well, why do you think artists are speaking out now?
Well, they're speaking out now because it's starting to affect them. Right. It's funny.
Was that why you started to speak out in the first place?
No.
Okay.
Before I started speaking out even before I met or even before I encountered SARS people. Right. You understand? I started speaking out. I got into this because I started doing this because, one, I'm human. Two, I'm Nigerian. Three, it's not fair to unlawfully arrest somebody, and beat them up or shoot them, as, in some cases we've heard and seen, and then extort people for doing nothing. Right. For doing absolutely nothing. Right. If you do this to people who committed crimes, maybe some heinous crimes, we might start to try to understand. Because even no matter what the person does, you're not supposed to beat or torture anybody. Just arrest the person, take the person to court. Do your investigations, your police. You're supposed to carry out a thorough investigation before you now label somebody guilty or innocent. Okay. But with the way it's happening on the streets now, it's like a random thing. It's like they just see you looking good. I'm sure if you step out like this now, they owe you. Because right now it seems to be a crime to SARS officers for you to look good, have a tattoo, have some kind of like funky hairdo,
right?
You know, like use like 3, 4, 5. If I want to, and I can afford to use 100 mobile phones, it is my business. You understand? There, if you have like a warrant to search me or to go through my phones, you show it to me.
Right.
I will let you search my phones as long as I've not done anything wrong and I know I have nothing. It's so funny, as in it's really, if you know the stories I've heard,
right,
babes, trust me, you will cry. Not just for people, but for Nigeria as well, because it means our law enforcement is in the gutter right now. Then the judicial system is crazy. I've gone as far as hearing people being arrested unlawfully, taken to the station because they can't bail themselves out. Some one way or the other, they end up in Kirikiri, and some people have been on a waiting trial for years.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
So a lot of things have just been coming up. So it's one thing for you to be a celebrity, then it's another thing for you to actually use that status to impact positively on people.
Right. But let's talk about social media now, and of course impacting positively. How effective has this medium been so far, especially for the movement?
Well, it's actually been effective because it actually exposes a whole lot of stuff right now. You understand? Almost every day we see new pictures, new videos, we see new stories. All this wasn't happening before. And I'm sure, if this whole SARS thing is this bad right now, we're hearing it from people on social media. Now imagine the amount of people who aren't on social media.
Right.
You understand? So at least now, when there's a video, there's a picture put out there for the whole world, not just Nigerians to see. Now it begins to make the governor of the state where it's happening,
right,
the DPO of where it's happening, the commissioner of police where it's happening. Because social media has actually helped in exposing all of these things, all these activities, and not just to Nigerians, but to the rest of the world. Because right now, there's almost no day that passes that we don't see a picture, see a video, or read a story about SARS illegal acts. And as long as people keep pushing it out there and tweeting and retweeting, it makes, at least, even if whoever's in charge is trying to avoid saying or doing anything, it makes the fact that it's out there makes them look bad. Makes the governor of the state, makes the commissioner of police of that state, makes the DPO of that state where it's happening look bad. So we'll say social media actually just puts, let me say, lights a fire under their backsides to make them actually do something or say something.
All right. If you're going to rate Nigerian celebrities on a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to supporting this cause and like speaking out before it happens to them, because
-0.
Yes, -0. We're going to get back to that. But I've realized that most people tend to talk about it when it's affected them. You can't blame them anyway, because until it pinches you, some people cannot feel pain.
I understand.
But then tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, and then your reason.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll say -0. As in nothing at all.
Right.
Because as a human being, or let me say as a celebrity, one of the major things you need to understand you have to do is give back.
Right.
And it's not just about giving out money on social media and getting loads of followers. You understand? That one, yes, it affects a few people. But when there's something that's affecting the whole nation, you understand, and you have a voice, and you know if you speak, it'll carry. It'll really help the cause, and you choose to keep quiet until it happens to you or someone that is related to you, then it's all shades of wrong.
Right.
You understand? So if anybody's coming out now because it's affected them, I just look at them and like, well, whatever. If it happens to normal people, like I said, on my way here, I got a call from someone who was stopped on the road because they were trying to extort money from him that he beat the red light. He said he didn't beat the red light. I told him, okay, in that case, ask them to show you proof. If they don't have proof, then hey, I gave him a couple of numbers of some officers, good officers I do stuff with that he should call. But after a while he called me back that he now didn't have to make any of those calls because they realized he knew what he was talking about and he was adamant. He put his foot down.
Exactly.
Well, luckily, maybe he's lucky because it wasn't SARS. They probably would have put their foot down on him, But So I really I don't know if you knew, there was a time I put out I posted a tweet and said Nigerian entertainers
gonna get there, yes, and of course
need to speak up. Unfortunately for her, I don't know what happened.
I think you didn't even have to talk.
I didn't respond. I didn't. No. Oh, they kid.
But how did you feel though about that, especially when you saw a tweet? I mean, I'd like to give it up to of course, give it to her, because like I said, some people, until they realize what's happening, they don't really know how to speak up. It's just the way a lot of people abuse. Some people abuse to feel other people's pain, and some people abuse to just basically feel pain that has happened to them. Absolutely. Now, when I saw her tweet, I said, okay, she has a point. I mean, she's coming from somewhere.
Which is where?
At the same time, of course, about the whole...
No, I just
trust me, I like to be diplomatic.
I know. So what I wanted to, when I read it, I laughed.
Right.
And I'm like, what's she on? But I wasn't bothered to respond because the amount of
people who came at
her, one, so I just left it. So now since you said she had a point, what point? I need to know, unless I missed it.
Of course. So it was directed at you. I don't expect you to get the points, but she came from a part of, let's all just do what we can do and leave other people to face whatever cost they want to face. And I feel like she should have just kept that to herself, because what the cause you're fighting is not for me. A bad cause. And
the thing is not for me.
It's for everybody. So that's where she got it wrong. If you ask me, I don't know what somebody else would say, but I also understood where she was coming from. She was just trying to say, okay, you know what, do your bit, let somebody else do their bit. But there's so many Nigerians, if we don't speak up, I mean, Nigeria as a country was so used to everybody facing what minds them. I mean, mind your business kind of person, yeah. So, but for this country to move forward, some of us actually have to stand up and say, you know what, let me talk for the people. If you want to be in your house chilling, no problem. So that's what she came. But how did you feel, especially after seeing the backlash she got? Did you feel bad at some point?
Yeah, I felt bad.
People were beginning to threaten and
obviously I felt bad for her, actually. I'm like, okay, she obviously shouldn't, just like you said, she should have kept that to herself. Right. It should have been something, maybe she when they say you thought out loud, I guess she typed out loud. Right. And I wish it didn't happen, but it did. But what I held on to the most was the amount of people who came at her. Right. That means, yes, people actually are coming together on this particular issue. Right. You understand?
Right. So, but apart from social media, what else can be done?
There's a guy called Segun Awosanya. Right. I think he's the one that actually started the whole NSAS issue. You should get him on your show. Okay. He's the one that actually started this whole NSAS show and campaign. Right. And then we had we'll call it an NSAS hackathon like 2 weeks ago on the mainland, where people actually came together to tell their SARS stories. BBC Africa was there, as in, and a whole lot of other media houses, and it was to talk about SARS and the way forward. So there's a whole lot he's doing. Right. He actually has a group of lawyers right now who actually work pro bono. Wow, amazing. Around Nigeria. Wow. Not just in Lagos, around Nigeria. If there's any case of unlawful arrest, extortion, and there's proof, his team of lawyers will go into it. There are a lot of cases on ground right now that are soon going to start rolling against the Nigerian police. Amazing, that is so against them. So it's not just about social media. So we talk on social media to put it out there. Right, exactly. That's almost the best way to put all the acts out there. And it's also a way for us to gather data, which is what we've been doing. Exactly. I've been working with him, and also I've been working with the Nigerian police, the good ones, because when there are issues, I can tell you that I have single-handedly, or should I say on my own, working with good Nigerian police officers. I know we've helped out over 50-something innocent people who were arrested, extorted unlawfully. You understand? We've helped them out, get their money back and all. Oh, that is so kind. So these are the things. That's why when I saw her tweets, I was like, well, she just doesn't know what she's talking about. Yeah. I wish she would have talked to you privately to probably know and then be more educated. Thank you. But it's okay. I'm sure whatever it is, if she's okay where she is, I'm sure she can also understand where you are coming from. She obviously does now. Yes. Okay. But tell me, how easy is it for you to combine being a businessman, a musician, and now the unofficial customer care service man for the police? How easy is it for you? If you know RUGGEDMAN, from day one I've been a multitasker, let me put it that way.
Okay.
At a point, I realized that I was the one managing my managers. That kind of thing. I was doing all the work. All they were doing was just taking papers somewhere and they sign and bring it back and get their percentage and all. Right. So I've always been that type of person who cannot stand to watch someone getting bullied. That's why I'm actually in this. Right. You know, my friend said, since he did, the industry was celebrating mediocrity. He came in and did it. You've done it for the music industry. Now you want to do it with the Nigerian police and the people. It's just my way. Okay. It's just how I am. And I do my best. It takes a toll. It takes a lot. Right. But it's just the kind of person I am. I'm this kind of person that I'm a hands-on kind of person. Okay. If something, okay, now let me tell you what happened. 2 weeks ago, I got a Nigerian actress. She sent me a DM on Instagram that, okay, SARS are fighting with some guy in K2. I was around Ogudu. He said they were fighting with a guy at K2. He showed me the video. This guy actually beat a SARS officer to the ground. Oh, wow. While the rest were trying to pull him up and all that. And from what he was saying, you stopped me, you asked for my papers, you asked me to open my boot. I've opened my boot, I've shown you my papers. Now, why do you want me to enter your bus? So while they were trying to drag him and cuff him, he just started, they were pushing him. So I think somebody slapped him. He punched one to the ground and all. Wow. He said he wasn't leaving that spot. Then she was not like, she was the one that did the recording. Then she sent it to me. And she said, well, she had to leave that area because she didn't want them to know. Guess what I did? I drove straight to the place. Right. I drove to the place, and while I was on my way there, I called the officer, the PPRO, and he told me once I get there, I should turn on the call him again, put it on speaker, and tell them the PPR wants to speak to them. But by the time I got there, they had left. But he didn't take the guy. He refused to go. That's one thing I found out. He refused to go with them. You know, it takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of guts, you know, to face them, even if you're innocent. Right. But that's the sad part of it. Why should an innocent man have to face police people with guns? And then, you know, then the crazy, another crazy part is, they don't have uniforms, they don't have name tags or numbers. So you can't even say these officers are from this particular station, which is wrong. Right. And then I keep saying SARS is supposed to be to Nigeria what SWAT is to America. Right. They're supposed to come out when there's some serious, you know, crime. Right. If there's some robbery going on that the normal police can't handle, SARS comes out. You know, when they just come out, it's like, I'm always using Speedy Darlingtons. You know, they're supposed to be like, when SARS come out, when they take a step, yeah, bang! SARS takes another step, yeah, bang! Then, you understand? They're supposed to come, when they come out, people see them, they be like, super, people are out. But now they're suddenly on the road, they've abused that. Now they're just ordinary. But now when people see them, they still hear banging in them, but you're just in trouble. The bang is either your face or your stomach and all whatnot. So it's really crazy. But shout out to all the good officers who are out there and like fighting and trying their best. And a lot of them. In the midst of all of this, we still must commend all the good police officers who stick up for the people. You know, people who I've been in situations whereby somebody was probably a threat to my life and I had to, you know, and they came out for me. And, you know, of course, the right way, because a lot of people who abuse power, abuse whatever. So shout out to all the good guys out there, and the bad ones, we hope your time is coming, your days are numbered. Amen. We hope so. All right, thank you for sharing. We'll be right back. Enjoy the video of the day, but don't go anywhere else. We'll be right back.
What? You mean John has not returned home since last night? This is serious. You know what? I'll call you back.
What happened? What happened?
My son has been missing since last night.
That's serious.
What's the cell status this morning?
He's Inspector Patrick that was in charge. Here he comes. Okay.
Inspector Patrick.
I greet you, ma.
What is the cell status this morning?
Madam, you won't believe. Yesterday we did a fantastic raid. The operation I led yesterday was fantastic. We arrested 30 boys. Wow. 2 particularly are in cell. You
mean 30 boys?
Yes. The boys terrorizing us all over. We've dealt with them seriously. They are all in the cell. I beat Shege come up for their body.
Yeah, waiting for me.
Thank you, ma. Thank you. Respect. I beat, if you see, there is even one that I arrested. The useless, one fair, useless guy. Just say, do you know he's my mother? Do you know he's my mother? I say, your mother is a useless woman.
His mother must be very stupid.
His mother is a bastard self. Because I got your mother be responsible, and your mother will allow you to be misbehaving. I debt, madam, in fact, you need to see them. You need to see what I did today. Your father. The other one I say, do you know he's my father? Do you know he's my father? I say, is your father God? I don't fear anybody. It's only God I fear. You see me, Inspector Patrick, the killer, one man mopo. Apart from God, I respect people, but I don't fear nobody.
You know what? Can't bring them.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. DPO, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
Fine.
I am General Nwachuku.
Sean, sir.
Since yesterday, I've been looking for my son. I learned he's being detained here. Are you aware?
There was a raid last night, sir. The inspector is on his way. He's bringing them.
Criminals. Okay. Useless one. Come on, move. Your father, your mother. Who's your father? Ibrahim. Daddy. Daddy, I was telling this man. You know my father is General Nwachuku. He was telling me that is my father God. Shut up. How can you say your father is General Nwachuku? Do you know General Nwachuku? You are just all these criminals. That's how you claim father. Shut up. I was telling him, do you know who my mother is? Shut up. Will you shut up there? Useless boy. How can you be claiming our DPO? You are telling me, mommy, you are fair. Our DPO is black. Are you a bastard?
Shut up!
Sorry, ma.
Inspector Patrick, this is my son.
DPO, where did you get this clown from?
Sir.
That's my son. Look at what you and your men did to my son.
Sorry, sir.
You are telling me sorry.
Sorry.
I'm going to reduce you. I will report you to your superior. I promise you that. I'm too lying. Let me have my service pistol. Where is that borne? Madam, he must not leave this station. I will make sure I reduce you. Reduce them. Son, yes, let's live here.
Hi guys, welcome back to Trending, brought to you by Airtel. I hope you enjoyed the video of the day. Of course you did. I still have Ruggedy Baba on my hot seat. We've been talking a lot, of course, about SARS. It's quite depressing, such a heart-wrenching talk. But you know, we're gonna move on now to a lighter part of the show, which is the game segment. First off, it's a fast 5 question segment. What happens is that you know now I get to ask you a couple questions, about 10 questions under 60 seconds, and then you get to tell me your answers.
Immediately you ask. Okay?
Yes, you don't get to think about it. It's just like.
Let me answer now. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Are you ready?
I hope so.
Okay, time starts now. Who's your favorite artist of all time?
Two-Face Divya.
Your favorite color?
Black.
Favorite soup?
Egusi.
Favorite movies?
Van Helsing.
Okay, 5 years forward or 5 years back in time?
5 years back in time.
Body odor or mouth odor?
Body odor.
Describe yourself in one word.
Rugged.
One thing you won't be caught doing?
Wearing a G-string.
What is your favorite car?
Ford.
Your favorite animal?
Dog.
Great, thank you very much for participating. Wow, woo. I never expected you to mention tongue anyway in that sentence, but it's all good. We're gonna take it and we're gonna move on to the next level, which is the tribe. What happens to get to ask you a couple social media abbreviations. You just give them the few minutes. I'm sure you should know a couple things about this because I'm sure a lot of people must have DM'd you things in this with this kind of abbreviation. So you ready?
You know, people make up their own as they go along.
I know. I'm very, very aware of that.
So if I make my own up too, nah, just...
No, that's why it's my show, so I get to ask you. You don't ask me. Okay, great. Are you ready?
Yeah, okay.
All right. First one of DM.
First one of what?
DM.
Direct message?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
IKR.
I know, right?
Yes. IMO.
Oh, I know that one.
Do you want a clue?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you want to tell somebody something, like IMO. When you want to give your own side, you know, your own thoughts. So you say IMO, the man should have gone there.
Oh, in my own opinion, sorry. Oh.
Yes, okay. ILY?
I-L-Y.
Oh,
That shouldn't be I like you.
Nothing deep, yeah.
Is I like you?
There's no I like you. Close to.
There's no I like you? But that's why.
It's close to.
That's why I said. No, don't tell me it's I love you now, because all those ones.
Yes, I love you.
You see, it can be any. It could be I love you. It could be I like you.
Most people say I love you. Then people say I like.
What if I don't love you and I like you?
Well, in this context, it's I love you.
Because you're the one with the.
Say, nobody says I like you.
Why? You think there's that much love to go around?
You just say that you're anti-love, like you don't say
no,
love.
I'm just saying, at least some people say.
Next one up, TTYL.
Oh, talk to you later.
Yeah.
So I can go now?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were telling me.
No.
Okay.
BRB.
You see, I'm going again, so I'll be right back.
IDK.
I don't know.
Yes, very well. You literally got everything, even with the clues. You did well. Apart from the I like you, I love you one, but that's okay.
Because you don't want to agree.
Right now, go on another short break, and when we come back, Ruggedy Baba will be reading some nasty comments. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back to Trending, brought to you by Airtel. I still have Ruggedy Baba on my hot seat, and he's about to read some nasty comments. I'm gonna give this to you. Please read and respond to each of them the best way you can.
I have to.
But it's a segment of the show I wish you didn't have to.
RUGGEDMAN has been bullied to silence by the new rappers, so he should sit this one out. Well, I'm sitting, but... No, but then bullied to silence, nah. Okay. That's like saying your father is no longer your father because now you're a grown man. Doesn't follow. No. So, Anonymous, he will be forming veteran, someone that wasn't so relevant back then, just too proud. Obviously, one of the young kids, he's probably between 15 and 17, doesn't know anything, doesn't know what the word veteran means, so it's all right. I understand. Any other one?
That's it. That's just that tip.
You see? Just two.
How did these make you feel, though?
I've been around for so long, I'm used to both the accolades and the, semi-disses and all. So it's normal. If they don't even talk about you like this, that means, let me borrow Emma and Tuve. If nobody talks about you, then you're nobody. But then it's true.
Oje, well, thank you very much for coming on the show today. Did you have fun?
Ask off. Anything to see this your head there. Anyway, no problem.
You better. But thank you so much and well done. Well done. We all be very appreciative of what you do for the people.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully, do you see going towards politics anytime soon?
No, I'm doing more of my clothing line and stuff.
So you're never going to go into politics?
Not really. I will support.
Are you crossing it off entirely?
No, I'm not crossing it off entirely because I actually have this feeling I'm going to work with a couple of politicians.
Okay.
Yeah, but the right ones. And they already know the kind of person I am.
Would you yourself?
Myself?
Go for it?
Not really. I don't think so. Okay. I don't know how to lie that much. So I just want to
Wow, okay, I didn't expect it to go that way.
That's why I said they know the kind of person I am. So if they want to work with me or they want me on their team, they know they have to keep it straight. Keep it real. Yeah, even if it's not 100. Right now in Nigeria, most people are keeping it just 15. 15.
Well, thank you for keeping it 100.
I keep it 150.
Thank you. Alrighty. Best of luck with everything, though.
Thank you very much.
Alright, guys, enjoy the top 5. I will be right back.
Check out our top 5 greatest football referees in history. At number 5 is Sandal Pool. Retired Hungarian football referee is widely considered among the top referees in football history, but sadly, he is a highly criticized figure in Spain due to his negligence at 1994 World Cup quarter-final between Italy and Spain. At number 4 is Kim Milton Nielsen. Danish former football referee was famous for his distinctive 6 feet 6 inches tall look, as he was taller than most of the international football players. He had officiated 154 internationals and 53 UEFA Champions League matches. Sitting at number 3 is Howard Webb. The English former football referee is serving as the technical director of the Professional Game Match Officials Board. He served as a FIFA-listed referee from 2005 to 2014 and also officiated in Premier League matches. At number 2 is Markus Meck. The German former football referee is the record holder for officiating highest numbers of Bundesliga matches. He was named FIFA's Best Referee of the Year 3 times and DFB German Referee of the Year a record 6 times. Finally, at the number 1 spot is Pierluigi Collina. Italian former football referee served his terms as a FIFA-listed referee from 1995 to 2005. He was named FIFA's Best Referee of the Year a record 6 consecutive times and is widely regarded as the best referee of international football history.
All right, guys, it's a wrap. Thank you very much for sticking with me today. I hope you got to have a lot of fun with me and my guest, Ruggedy Baba. As you know, we had to talk about the SARS issue. I'm hoping and praying that none of you falls victims. If you've already done so, then sorry, join the club. I think we all have somehow. But I'm hoping that things get better. Of course, things will get better. What are your stories? Let us know. Share with us on our social media platforms at official HipTv. That's on Instagram, on Twitter at HipTv. You can also come on my page and show some love. Oh, no, none of that. At Nancy Isime Official, if you wish. Until I see you next time, do not forget that I love you, but God loves you more. Goodbye.